Hey kids, it is Hexray Vision coming to you live from a very fancy Airbnb fake screen behind me. You check my gain. Man, this microphone picks up everything. I'll like smack my lips or lick my teeth and you'll hear it. So I'm going to turn the gain a little bit down so you guys don't hear as much background noise on my voice. Sorry it took a little while. I had to choose a seed word to reveal for the scavenger hunt and send that to my web guy so that he can add this link to the scavenger hunt. And so I'm really excited about that. Another interesting development is that I've already come on and you guys are crazy in chat. I've already come on and read the first 4 chapters of my book. And after having someone kind of look at the book and realize that we needed a little bit more introduction and a little bit more backstory to describe these characters, I sat down and wrote a new chapter 1. So I'm going to read the new chapter 1 to you guys, which would make chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, and so on, But basically, I'm going to read this other chapter to you guys, and then I'm going to reveal the seed word because thanks in large part to you beautiful, wonderful people. And thanks in large part to Hexray Chick. I reached my goal of 2,000 subscribers, which I've been gunning for months and months and months. Hexray Chick really took the bull by the horns. We've been trying to clean up our website. We've been trying to clean up the thumbnails, make everything look better for the algorithms and for people. So when they come to my show or my channel, they know what it's about and they can understand what the videos are about. And she has been working with a ton of subcontractors and workers to really change the whole look and feel of my channel. And she's done an amazing job. So I can't thank Hexray Chick enough. And I can't thank you guys enough. I can't thank the amazing people that have had me on their stream and that have joined me in my stream. Westcott Crypto recently, Corey Costa, Nate Stakes. Well, he used to stake, but now he mints. Nate Mintz, Hexy Quinn, you've been on my streams. There's just a lot of amazing people in here that have made all the difference in my little streaming journey and helped me along the way. So this is a huge heartfelt thanks to you guys. I appreciate it very, very much. Now, that being said, I'm going to say hi to the people in chat. We've got Davis in the house. What's up, Davis? Hexy Quinn has some really crazy monster faces. Swizzle Sticks. What's going on this stream? Been slammed with work. You know what? The beer's looking good. Thank you very much. Dark matter. Dude, it's all about dark matter. I can't tell you guys how excited I am about this book and how good it's getting. Every single day when we sit down, me and my co-author, we rewrite and revise things. We make them smoother and cleaner. And we've been getting such amazing feedback from the community. That being said, boop-a-doop-a-doo, we should really add this to the screen right here. Banners. Trying to find my. This is the old one. Let me see if I can find the new one for you guys. I have a new anti-gravity link for you guys to join us. If you guys have not joined the Telegram yet, definitely check out the Telegram. It's pretty awesome. It's where we've been talking about the story, we've been talking about the artwork, and I've been also revealing a lot of information about kind of what's going on with the token, where we're at with that, and kind of how all this stuff's going to come together. So if you guys are not in our Telegram for Dark Matter, then please join us there. Let me see if I can pull up, and I'll put the link on the screen for you guys. Here we go. It's not letting me in on this one. Let me open it in another one. Basically, it's t.me / anti-gravity saga. And I misspell everything on stream, so that's why I'm going to copy and paste this and take a second, because I'll write something like Segal or something like that, and you guys will be like, "This is not a working link." So yeah, Chris Side Effects says just bought Hex Texas. Oh yeah, so Chris Side Effects is in here talking about some cool stuff. Check that out. And here, let me copy this link for you guys and put it on the screen for you. Here, banners. And then I should probably also create a banner that that says new chapter 1. So people that are scrolling through all this chit chat will know by looking at the bottom of the screen that this is our new chapter 1, as opposed to the old chapter 1. And then I'll also silence my little phone over here, so I've had it turned on, so we're not interrupted while I'm in the middle of these characters and this moment of performing for you guys. There we go. Yeah. So t.me/anti-gravity saga is where you guys can join us as we're talking about finishing the book. We've been getting a lot of amazing feedback from people. If you go in there and you shoot me an email, I will share this document with you. And as much time as you want to read over it and give us notes and feedback, we'd be more than happy. Very, very appreciative. Shout out to Hodprol. Shout out to my buddy Cody. Shout out to Crypto Kool-Aid, and a lot of people that have been giving me feedback and helping me put this story together. So very, very happy that they're here. In the Telegram, Hexy Quinn has also been dropping some cool stuff in Telegram. It says, "Is dark matter what's comes out of your RV?" Oh no, something much scarier comes out of my RV when I go to empty it. It's not good. It's not good at all. Good one. Those swizzle sticks. All right, so without further ado, I will switch the banner to new chapter 1 so people can see that. And then, like I said, we'll read that chapter, and then we'll go and I'll reveal the next seed word to the scavenger hunt. And yeah, we'll go from there. So let me pull this up right here. Here we go. This is the new chapter 1 to the book. All right, chapter 1. As far back as Cole could remember, he was obsessed with the dream of going to 1,000 Thrills, a theme park about 3 hours away from his home. Commercials were regularly playing on the radio and TV. They showed kids in ecstasy going down water slides, racing go-karts, and stuffing their maws with cotton candy and funnel cakes. This had to be heaven on earth, he thought. I have to experience this. Cole would plead to his parents every weekend. It's only 3 hours away. I'll pay for my own ticket. I'll even pay for gas. At first, they offered excuses. We've got a lot going on. Maybe next weekend. When it became apparent that this wasn't a phase he was going through, his parents became downright hostile. We don't have the money. That would break the bank. Cole was upset and then troubled by the idea that their family was so financially fragile. He thought that one weekend of fun, weekend of fun could throw their lives into total chaos, kept him awake at night. How close to the edge were they living? Cole began saving money from his paper route and lawn mowing jobs. He had no idea if they'd run out of food or need $40 more to keep the lights on, but he'd be ready. One day, Cole's dad came home with a new Harley Davidson. Cole felt duped. He thought they were broke, and yet here was his dad spending money on a toy. Over the following weeks, the family fared just fine. They weren't evicted, they didn't go hungry, they even kept buying ice cream at the store. What else were they lying about? Were they even his real parents? What made it worse was that Cole's dad spent most weekends going on motorcycle trips with his buddies. His dad was enjoying freedom and living his dreams and wouldn't even give Cole a couple days of fun. Cole, his little sister Emily, and his mom sat at home, bored. Cole spent hours seething at the injustice of it all. But this anger turned into a plan. As Cole as Cole got closer to his 15th birthday, he set a goal to buy his own car. There was a gray Toyota Tercel parked on the street a couple blocks away. They were only asking $1,500. That was doable. He talked to his friend Mark, and together they hatched a plan to stay in Culver City over the summer and live their dreams. Mark had an older cousin with his own apartment. He said they could split the rent and share a room. They would get jobs at 1,000 Thrills, which was only 5 minutes from the apartment, and spend 3 months not only enjoying the park but getting paid as well. Other kids at the school had friends and relatives who worked at the theme park, and they would get Cole and Mark's application to the top of the pile. Cole and Mark also heard of legendary parties that the employees would throw after the park closed. Parties where pranks were played and girls would make out with you, where they turned the governors off the go-karts and raced through the streets around the park. They heard that these parties would go so late that most kids just slept over till their shifts began the next morning. The only family member Cole shared this plan with was Emily. She was a couple years younger and his only sibling. Cole trusted Emily with his life. She was the most loyal person he knew. Cole was counting down the days till he had the $1,500 he needed. As he got closer and closer to attaining his goal, his parents' relationship got worse and worse. He and Emily would hear them fighting every time his dad returned from his trips. They would argue about all the time his dad spent with his motorcycle friends and some woman named Becky. This turmoil only fueled his ambition to get this car and escape to Culver City. He felt bad about leaving Emily behind, but what could he do? Finally, after over a year, the day finally arrived. He finished Mrs. Weaver's lawn and ran home with the last $20 he needed. He spread all the cash out on his bed and double counted the piles, each consisting of $100. He gathered the money and stuffed it into a large Ziploc bag. At his neighbor's door, he proudly presented the huge sum of money and signed the bill of sale. "Don't your parents want to check the car? Where are they?" "This is my car," Cole stated. With the keys in hand, he opened the car and was greeted by the smell of old, sun-faded plastic and seat cushions. He could feel the memories of 1,000 road trips. He also discovered something that he hadn't thought to check. It had a manual stick. He had only practiced shifting in his uncle's hunting truck in the fields a couple times. After sheepishly knocking on the neighbor's door and getting a short lesson in how to release the clutch at just the right pressure, he lurched the car a few blocks home. Cole proudly brought the Tercel to a rest in the driveway. It was a sunny afternoon in May, and Cole was happy that he had managed to struggle through his sophomore classes. This would be his summer. He could taste it. His parents were pleasantly surprised by Cole's ambition and the sudden arrival of this car. He wasn't going to tell his parents until the night before he and Mark left. The applications were filled out, and he and Mark had interviews the day after school let out. Cole knew what he was taking and what he would leave behind for this journey. He even had a small pile of stuff he would allow Emily to use for the summer. He doubled his efforts at mowing lawns, picking up people's trash, and even picked up a second paper route as the days counted down. He wanted to make sure he'd have enough for gas, insurance, and food. He even allocated $50 for rent to Mark's cousin. A week before his exodus, Cole's mom and dad sat down with him and Emily and explained to them that they were getting a divorce. He wasn't really surprised. There was actually a sense of relief at the thought that the fights and yelling would come to an end. It wasn't until he looked over at Emily that he felt emotion. Her face, that always seemed to beam happiness, was now crushed in pain. He broke down in sympathy for her. At first, Cole didn't understand the implications this would have on his plan. In the following days, it became clear that his mom and Emily were shattered by the event. His dad packed and left so quickly that there were voids of open space where his stuff had been. It felt like the house was missing teeth. Cole felt the responsibility weigh on his shoulders, like the bags of salt he carried down to the basement for the water softener. Cole dreaded delivering the news to Mark. In the stairwell at school, he dropped the bomb. I can't go to Culver. What? You're the one with the car. This was your idea. Mark was upset. Cole felt responsible for this as well. I'm really sorry. Trust me, if I could go, I totally would. He wished Mark could understand how bad things had gotten at home. My mom had to get a job at Denny's waiting tables. She comes home and just sits in front of the TV. She doesn't even turn it on. She looks like a ghost. And Emily, he couldn't finish the sentence without crying. Come on, Cole. It's not your fault your dad left. We can still have an amazing summer. Don't back out on me now, man. Mark looked as if though he were going to tear up. Cole did blame himself. He felt like it was his fault that his dad left. He felt like it was his fault that his mom was lost. He felt like it was his fault that Emily was broken inside. Emily would adjust over time, but now she looked like someone had stolen the light out of her eyes. The warmth she used to bring into a room was gone. Cole knew his role at home had changed and they needed him. They needed him to be strong. They needed him to hold everything together. At the same time, he was furious for being put in these situations. Cole ended up getting a job delivering pizza, and Mark managed to get another friend to drive him to Culver City. Every time he heard stories about Mark and others having fun at the park, jealousy overtook him. He felt stuck. After a summer of boredom and stress, Cole promised himself that he would never be trapped in one place again. He looked into the Space Academy and space flight as an answer to his problems. When he learned about the high-level classes and even higher-level grades required to get in, he was crestfallen. One night he sat alone. Excuse me. One night he sat in his room listening to sad music. There was a soft knock at the door, and Emily came in. Hey, dude, what's wrong? She asked, sitting on the bed next to him. The academy only accepts straight-A students. I'm so dumb for thinking I could do that. No, you're not. Hey, look at me. Cole looked up from the floor, and tears escaped his red eyes. Emily looked at him with an expression that was beyond reproach. You can do anything you want. He half believed her, and the truth pierced his chest. You just have to work really, really hard. She let out a little laugh. It was the first time he'd heard any sound of happiness from her since the meeting with their parents on the couch. I'm barely getting C's, he lamented. I'll help you. Every night. I'm already taking the classes you have for next year. Emily was a great student. She always had been. Come on, poopy pants. I know you're not afraid of hard work. You work harder than most adults I know. Feeling she was close to winning him over, she challenged. Or are you going to be a little bitch? Cole wasn't used to hearing his little sister curse, and it shocked him into a laugh. Then he relented. Okay, but I'm telling you, this is going to take a lot of time. If you're willing to try, I'll be there. Every minute. And she was. Late nights, and every time he wasn't out working, they were at the kitchen table. Books and papers would be littered all around the table surface with diagrams and handwriting. Their mom began sneaking in to see the project. At first, she would pretend to need a drink of water or check to see if the oven had been left on. Eventually, she joined them at the table and shared her knowledge. Their mom surprised them with her knowledge. She'd been a real nerd back in college. What were you going to college for? Emily asked one evening. I wanted to be a chemical engineer. I always found it fascinating that little changes could transform a substance or even how people lived. Cole went blank. He'd never seen this side of his mom before. Why didn't you get your degree and go into that field? I met your dad and we had you and everything changed. I thought I had to be a stay at home. I thought I had to stay home and be a good wife. The gravity of their current situation hung in the air. Don't either of you let someone else choose your life for you. There was a strain in her voice that made it more poignant. Okay, let's see if we can get the order of operations right this time, Emily encouraged. They went back to work, but the two siblings felt like their mom had a lot more to her wounds than they had known. The work that Emily and Cole put in produced gains, and by the end of his senior year, he was up to A's and B's. Definitely not the front of the line grades, but it put him in the running. The Academy and Flight Center were down by San Diego, and when he went down for his interview, it became real. There was something that resonated inside his body when he looked at the shuttles for the first time in real life. The spaceship embodied freedom and victory. Victory over being stuck. He could just be himself up there. His only responsibility would be to his crewmates and the mission. Professional. Cut and dry. And that's the new chapter 1. And I did really good at not breaking up and crying during some of those times that I was quite teary-eyed when I was writing that. It was a lot of fun putting that out. Let's go back to chat here. It's in another window. Here we go. So Swizzle Sex read to us ASMR style. I don't know if you guys would like that. I don't know if that would really churn the butter. That might be more disturbing than satisfying. But anyways, we got 4 viewers. I'm happy to have all of you here, each and every one of you. One of them is probably me in the other screen, and that's totally fine. But you 4 viewers are going to be the first people to get the new seed word. So the new seed word that let me take down chapter 1 here. Boom. The new seed word that we are releasing today is I think that might be one of them that I already released on stream. Let me double check. I don't, maybe not. Okay, so the next word that we are releasing right here is same. SAME is the next word that's released. I'm waiting for the link from Rags to Riches, and I think I'm pretty sure that ATX Crypto released his seed word as well already, and I have a link to that on my website, hexrayvisioncrypto.com. Let me pull that up here and see if that's updated. So yeah, if you go to hexrayvisioncrypto.com, I'm going to share my screen here. Boom, boom, share. Okay, so check this out, kids. Here's the address right here, the Metamask address or the Ethereum address. And right now, the last time I checked it, there was $200 in USDC, and then there was a chunk of Ethereum for whoever wants to pay the gas to get it out of there. And yeah, here's the first 2 words right here in this YouTube link. You can click that and watch that one, get those 2. Here's the 3rd word, and then ATX Crypto. I think he did his, so we can put we'll put a link here. Then Rags to Riches also reached his goal of 200 participants in mycryptoclassroom.com. And so when we get that link from him, we'll post that there, and then we'll be posting the link to this video here as well. And my goal was to reach 2,000 subscribers, which I'm really proud of that. I've been shooting for 2,000 for a long time. And again, I can't express how grateful I am to the people that helped make that happen. You guys are awesome. My guests have been awesome. And again, Hexray Chick has been doing so much work on YouTube for me that it's made a big difference in how often my videos get shared, and a lot of shorts and a lot of really well edited shorter videos to get people to click and check it out. So thank you very, very much. I'm now going to change my goal to 3,000 subscribers, go up another 1,000. And whenever we hit that goal, we'll be releasing another seed word to another wallet. Because as you can see, we've already got like 6 words that are coming out, and we have a lot more goals here than 6. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. See, I've got mine down wrong. Actually, mine says 1,000 subs, but it should be 2,000. And soon it'll be 3,000. But I mean, there's enough goals here. We could do, I don't know, like 2 or 3 more scavenger hunts, don't you think? And the first one was $100. The second one's $200. Right now, I think some people are going to be adding some coins to this one to sweeten the pot. So, check that out. And yeah, it looks like, logic would dictate that we are going to be getting bigger and bigger and bigger prizes on this. Maybe even, wouldn't it be crazy if someone launched an NFT project in the near future that was related to a sci-fi novel? And what if there was like these, valuable NFTs that somehow ended up in some of these wallets, and somehow those were giving out? Like, that would be kind of crazy if that happened. I'm just saying, just throwing that out there. So again, thank you guys very much for being here. Thank you for listening to the new first chapter. I think that does a really good job of helping you relate to Cole. A lot of us as kids, we mowed lawns, we shoveled snow, we delivered newspapers, because that was, see, if your parents weren't loaded and you weren't spoiled, that was the only way you were going to afford the Ace of Base CD or the Cranberries or a new pair of rollerblades, So I think a lot of us grew up with some damaged parents and maybe in some unhappy homes. And I think it gives us a real understanding of where Cole came from and what kind of a heart he's got. So anyways, I'm really proud of myself for not crying a lot more during this chapter, but it's there for you guys. Please join us on Telegram. Please enjoy the replay of this. My brother says I sound good at 2x. So enjoy the replay. Enjoy the first chapter, the new first chapter. So now there's 5 chapters out there, and come participate in the scavenger hunt. Go click all of those links, sub to all those people, follow those people, and encourage them. Let them know. Reach out to them and say, hey, I subbed because of Hexray Vision's scavenger hunt. Let them know that we are punching a bear in the throat. We're doing really good. As far as the beard, no shave tail pulse chain, this thing may be gone. This thing might be gone, or at least trimmed down significantly. In fact, I should honestly go to babyface. When Pulse Chains launches, I should go from homeless Brigham Young to babyface, and see how that looks, And then, like I said, no shave tell 1,000x on Pulse Chain, tell the price of Pulse Chain 1,000x's. Get your Texan tokens. They're still in that range between 402 and 40. Sorry, they're in a tighter range of 404 to 406. And there's a lot of degenerate gamblers out there with a lot of money, and the liquidity is so low that it's very possible. No financial advice, and Rags would probably turn off my mic if he heard me saying this, but there's a very good chance that there could be a time in the future where one of these big whales comes in and doesn't even care about pushing the price against himself. We might have a crazy curve going straight up, just like we did in Hex back in the day, where it never comes back down to anywhere in that range. There's a lot of good things going on for Texas, and I believe in the team that's working on Texan. I think that they're going to do a really good job of onboarding the communities that they're going after and educating people about crypto. So either way, yeah, I would encourage you, if Texan's on your radar, to maybe grab some of that. And I do believe that with the way things are going right now, waiting for Pulse Chain, I'm still thinking May and June. I'm thinking that more and more every day. I could be completely wrong. I usually am, but that's kind of where I'm looking at the Pulse Chain launch. But if you think about the Pulse Chain launch, not happening for a while, and people dumping the V3 news and continuing to cash out, and Richard or whoever, these liquidity providers, they're not going to cash people out at a higher rate than they need to. They're going to let these guys fall to the floor, and they'll still make their fees even at lower prices. So if you look down where we were with Maximus and Hex, you might want to put in some orders around 3-4 cents on Hex, and maybe 5-6 cents on Maxi if you're wanting to fill up your bags before I keep calling it a snapshot, but people are saying it's a block shot, it's a fork shot. Whenever they take that picture, or whenever that system state's copied over, then you'll be getting those doubles. And maybe it's already been, maybe the system state's already been copied. We don't know. Swizzle Sticks down here says might be sooner. It might be sooner. It says check Twitter. It's just a hard fork. Yeah, let me check here Twitter and see what's going on. Notifications. David Feeder. I follow. I have notifications on for David Feeder, Randy Hilarski, the Hexwell bot, Hexwell, and then I also have them on for, obviously, Richard Hart and the SA burn bot, because I want to see how many of those essays are burnt, right? See here, am I looking for a tweet from Richard Hart, or am I looking for something that David Feeder just said? Like ETH but better. It's always enraged me that our tards like BitBoy Crypto and Chris Black and many more get to speak with Richard Hart multiple times, and they learn nothing and continue being morons, while Hexkins became millionaires. That's a good tweet by the feeder. Oh, look at Hodprol. That's someone else I should definitely turn on the notifications for, is Hodprol. Let me go over here and search Hodprol. She's an incredibly intelligent Hexagon and an insanely good writer, and an insanely good cook, and an insanely good artist with AI. So I'm going to turn on the bell for her notifications now. She says, heads up, someone out there is pretending to be me. Okay, well, that's not the one that we want. Absolutely fantastic. Pulse Chain news. I spoke with Dex Screener. Looks like they'll be supporting Pulse Chain once mainnet. Let's go. Okay, and then there's the GitLab link, which I don't understand GitLab at all. I listen to people like David Feeder and Hodprol. It says prepare stable release. So if I understood these commits and these adds to the GitLab, then I tell me what it means, Swizzle. Swizzle's a super nerd. Swizzle knows what's going on. The hell? Why am I the one going in here and scraping the bottom of the barrel? Or Hextronaut? Okay, so should I look up Hextronaut, or is it Hodprol's GitLab? Because you probably understand some of this code speak better than we do, and I'm really, really excited to open a test net and sow some code to Swizzle Sticks when it gets built out here in the next few months. But let's check on Hextronaut. Just tell me what they're saying. He's probably at work right now, like doing stuff. It's not. He's just like reaching over and slapping the keyboard and going back to work. Hextronaut. What's up, Hextronaut? So Hextronaut says how I do blockchain analysis, a thread. I love to see it. So it looks like it's back above 9 cents. It's pumping. Hodpearl then he retweeted her GitLab. So you know what? I'm going to read the comments of the GitLab because let's see what these. Not even going to pretend I know what I'm looking at. Keep on dev team. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Prepare stable release. OMG, can't wait. Replying. This could be my best birthday ever. Updating version numbers. Nice. Pre-roll checklist. Yeah, I do not speak nerd. For the love of God, someone explain. Is this stablecoin release? Is mainnet stable enough to release? That's right, Senior Jordan. That's my question. What the heck does that mean? Changing version number to be 1.01. Why not 1.0? And adding the Pulse Chain team to the authors. No significant changes, which is a good thing. 5D chess move. Yeah, I don't. Most of the comments are, I don't know what this means. And that's where I'm at. I don't know what the GitLab stuff means. Work is killing me. Or Dylan. Okay, well, check this out. I'm going to go let my co-author in, and we're going to continue chewing on this thing and revising it, cleaning it up, and adding the pieces that are missing. And I advise every one of you guys to go to, first of all, you guys have the seed word, so that's cool. But you guys could go to hexrayvisioncrypto.com and get involved in the scavenger hunt. You can also go to t.me/anti-gravity saga and join us there because we are partying there. I need to add some more stuff there, but the good news is we have the information and the art that's going to be part of the NFT we're going to be working on there, and we'll be splitting it into groups as we get closer to working on the actual coin, or sorry, the token and the tokenomics and the NFT. So yeah, going forward, going from version 4 back to version 1, that feels like mainnet. That is very interesting. Yeah, I'm telling you guys what, if Pulse Chain launches, then I'm going to be a very, very, very happy man. I'm just going to say that. I will be a very, 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 very happy man. I've given up on it, as you can see by the beard and waiting a year. Like I don't get my hopes up anymore because it just it hurts. It hurts to be disappointed and see the price go back down. But you know, who knows? Last time me and Westcott Crypto streamed, right after that, freaking V3 went live. Right after I got off stream. So I didn't even have that historical moment to brag about, being like, I was live streaming when it went live. So that would be cool. It'd be awesome if I was streaming when it went live. But there's going to be a lot of people freaking out and some crazy, crazy trading. That you think that crypto is volatile right now? You think that like Hex is volatile right now? You think Maxi is volatile right now? You think Hedron and Icosa are volatile right now? Oh, baby. Sweet baby Jesus. It is going to get crazy out there. So, again, thank you all for being here and for being on this ride with me. Special thanks to Hexray Chick. And I hope you guys enjoyed the first chapter. And if you're watching this on the replay, gang, enjoy. And we will be catching you guys another time. Dylan has a screenshot that adds some sense to it. All right, I'm gonna take your word for it, and yeah, you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful night. Tell your friends and family that you love them. Take a second to give them a hug, and tell them that you appreciate them. And I love you guys. You guys are my family. A little virtual hug here. I would do an awkward wave goodbye, but it's only funny if you have someone else on screen to freak out. So thank you very much for being here, and I will catch you guys the next time that I have a guest on or I have an announcement. And I love you. Bye.